Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Under the Ocean. Last time in episode 3 we got the foundation built for the shack here. We're going to call it the shack. I don't think it's going to come out to be anything more epic than that. So we obviously have some more material here. Wood, that's a good thing. In fact, while I'm here, I don't have room to carry this, so I'm just going to put it back down. But we definitely have the leaves and everything to make the thatching, which is good for a roof. We've got stone here to turn into stone blocks. That helps with making a fireplace, though that said, I don't have a lot of stone block, come to think of it. I used it for the foundation and the floor. I forgot. I had about 4 of them. Looks like I've got 2 now. So we're not really in bad shape or anything. We've got enough to kind of get things going. Can't remember how I got up here before. There we go. Just kind of give it the right angle. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Let's just kind of head back over here and land abruptly. Hope not to injure myself. I'm really not monitoring that, and to be honest, I don't think it really comes into effect. The injuries might, but I'm not sure that the thirst and hunger is really doing much. In all my playing here, that's been maxed out and hasn't been an issue yet. So anyway, let's see here. So what we want to do is we want to get a roof going. And we will use the big pieces for that. Now, if I just put them in the air, they won't be supported. At least I don't think. But I kind of want to do this at an angle, right? So let's do something like this. We're going to have to go in the construction mode in order for gravity to keep it held here. Something like that. That'll work. And then we'll take another piece here. And then what I want to do is I want to see if these will be supported. Oh, that was interesting. The rope kind of wrapped around it. Huh. Very interesting. I wonder why it doesn't do that with the floor pieces. Very curious. Now, normally, in order to support this, you might do something like this. The problem is I would be blocked. I'd be prevented from going out to the left. So what I want to do is set this as a background piece, and I believe that the support will, still work. It just won't prevent me from going through it. So over on the right, I'm using the scroll wheel to go back 1 layer. This is the layer I'm currently on. We'll go back 1, take one of these guys. We're going to rotate it, and we're basically, I think what we'll do is put it about here-ish, and scroll back to my level. Now, maybe that's enough to support both of these. I don't know, but we're going to test it. Let's see how this works. Okay, that didn't work. It came crashing down on my face. That's kind of painful. So let's move that, and let's see, we can walk. As you can see, we can walk right in front of that, so that's cool. So I'm not entirely sure what it's going to take in order for this to actually hold. It looks like, it's turning green like it's all attached. Oh, there we go. That actually did it this time. Maybe I didn't have it fully attached last time. Now what I want to do is rotate this, get that flat end to be actually flat. So I think we're good there. There we go. Does it prevent us from jumping? It does, so that's cool. We actually have the roof there. You can see the drops that come down actually splash along the top, so excellent. Now, I kind of thought that you had to have the thatching there with the leaves and everything to prevent water from coming in, but it seems to be blocked by that, so maybe you don't. Of course, come to think of it, the wood is probably better used in other places when I can use thatching to actually stop the water. Alrighty, well maybe what we'll do is we will take this down and not use it in this way. Yeah, I think we'll actually, can we separate these here? Let's see. You are attached. Now separate, I tell you. Separate! Normal means of separation not working. Whoa! That's unintentional. Wow. Oh, look, it's a glowing hungry worm. Oh, it's merged with the worm. Alright, well, this is definitely an issue. I believe this is what they call a bug. And I cannot separate these for the life of me. If I select the worm or the flying guy, no. Any of this? Separate? No? Well, it would be a very protective roof. It does hold. Of course, now my frame rate is really low for some reason. Well, I may need to restart this and see if I can't break this up before we go any further. Alpha is alpha, right? So, looks like restarting the game helped the frame rate a little bit. Not much, though. And I still can't separate this giant hunk of wood. And you can see the name there. It doesn't quite look right. Broken foot, broken skull, dead hungry glowworm. Yeah, I don't know about that. So anyway, what we may end up doing is just kind of rotating this. Maybe, you know, nothing to see here. Just discard this over here. Nothing to see. Maybe we can shove this down further. You know, out of sight, out of mind. Sure, maybe that'll do. We'll just go ahead and forget that ever happened. Now, hopefully with a restart, my frame rate will come back. Of course, I just now noticed this guy up here, so we still have an issue. We got two of these. Let's see if we can't just hide these. Alrighty, well, with those two pieces discarded and put away, it looks like things are going a lot better now, running smoothly once again. So what we'll do is I may end up pulling those out. I didn't think about it until I hopped back out here, but I thought, you know what? I should have tried to chop those into smaller pieces, you know, break those down. Maybe that would have, you know, reset them and resolved the issue. But you know what? They're stuck down in the water dumpster, and we're just going to go ahead and leave them down there and try this again. So what we want to do is make some thatching, right? So we're going to kind of cruise over where we've got that stuff. So got some leaves here. And let's see, I can't really... Now this is thatching already, so let's just kind of cruise this over. It says place on the roof of a building for cover. So I don't know if it's, you know, has to be straight up like so, or if you can do it, you know, kind of at a crazy angle. But let's go ahead and go into construction mode, and we'll do something like this. And see. So it did attach. It looks like I can jump through it, so I don't know if that's really going to protect from the rain or not. I think there might be a tree over here. There may not be. There is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and take the stuff out of the top of this guy too. I think I can do that with a tool. I can do that, right? Yes, I can. And where did the... there we go. Give me my tool back. Let's do that again. Okay, there's another one. Excellent. This is a very odd way to do this, but it's working, so I'm not going to ask any questions. I feel like I'm throwing my hammer at the tree, trying to break this stuff out. Try to get this close enough. There we go. Alrighty, we're getting actually quite a bit of this. It's excellent. Okay, can I get any more? Yep, and maybe one more. Yeah, I might get two more actually. Come on, there we go. Excellent. We've got a lot of thatching now. I don't know. Looks like I might be able to do another one. Look at all that. Boy, we could make a couple structures. But let's go ahead and see if I can't. Can I fit this in there somewhere? No. Rotate this around. Come on, get in there. Right there. Sure. Need to make some room to carry this thatching back. It's kind of takes up a lot of space, and I can run with some of it, so it's not that big a deal. Let's go ahead and hop down here. Can I get this anywhere in here? I don't want to merge it with anything. You know how that goes. Well, I've got one in there, and I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of carry over and maybe drop these. So I just need them nearby, right? Lug these back and forth. It's like I have a big crane arm. Go-Go Gadget crane arm. Alright, we've got 4 of those. I've got one in my inventory. This ought to do. We'll begin with this. We'll go into construction mode here. Let's do these kind of the same angle, something like that. Maybe we'll do 3 or 4 of these, and then kind of do the reverse way here. Let's see, I've got 2, 3. I think I have another one over there. Is 4. So maybe we'll make a centerpiece, something like this. Looks kind of goofy, I guess, but it works. And now we'll go the other way. Try to keep these somewhat symmetrical, if at all possible. Okay, something like that. And finally, this one comes in right about here. Get these things to merge, get the height about right. Probably close enough. Okay, is that going to stay? It is. Look at that. It looks so nice. So now we're going to set a log as the background on this side. If I can get it around there. Somewhere in here, we'll, whoops. Yes, that happens sometimes. You can knock yourself about with the items that you're holding on to. Definitely something to consider. Just kind of chuck this up there. And alright, we're going to try that again. Let's go into our construction mode. I need to be in the background layer. And do this right about here or so. And come out of it. Let's see. Look at that. We have our shelter. So we'll have to see. We'll need some rain in order to see how that holds up against the rain. Yes, we'll need rain to see how this holds up against the rain. Yeah, that probably sounds about right. So anyway, what we can do as well is, just as we set the wood as the background here so that we could walk in front of it, you can do the same thing to make walls behind you. Now, obviously it would take a good amount of wood in order to fill a wall background back here, so we're not going to worry about that too much just yet, but one of the things we can do is make a railing-like structure in here set as the background. So if I do this and I go maybe 2 layers back, I can do something like this, maybe a little lower in here, and I'll have to break one of these guys up. Where's my saw at? Something like that. Put my tools away, right? It's the proper, responsible thing to do. Okay, now these guys are up front here, so I'm gonna have to do this. There we go. Oh, this may not reach across. Let's grab this, move it back to the back layer. Oh, it does reach. Excellent. Something like this. And then I'm going to move these over because the other one was barely reaching the edge there. Rotate it a hair up. Something like that. I can even then take this guy, if I can get to it. Can I grab it? Oh, it's in the other layer. I can't break this up. But we can finish by doing this. And I definitely could use one more. I think we're going to steal from the step right here. Scroll it back, rotate it over, set this one here, come back to the front layer, and come out of it. So there you go. On the far back layer we have railing. And I would say that looks pretty good. I'm actually cool with that without a wall in the background, just having the railing. You know, the weather's generally nice here, and it's okay for everything to be open, so I think that's how we're gonna roll here. Yeah, we are looking pretty good. Let's kind of reorganize some things. I think I'm gonna have to move this step down a bit and maybe gather some more wood. Alrighty, well, I'm out here chopping wood, and I just realized something, and that is that the railing that I made with the planks, and what I should have probably made it with was driftwood, because that just kind of looks, I would imagine it looks a lot better, right? It'll probably look pretty cool. So I think we're going to go back and do that, and that allows me to use the plank elsewhere as well. So let's see here. I want to chop this if I could. Where'd my saw go? Did I lose it? Yeah. Okay, so I actually can't cut this, oddly enough. I wonder if... Can I cut it anymore with this? No. Tree cut for firewood. You'd think I'd have to use the saw for this, but... No. See, normally you drag the saw, but the saw is not doing anything when I drag it out here to this. As you can see... Wait, I just saw it. Craft. There it is. It's just down at the bottom. Ah, look at that. Look at all that wood. Excellent. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I was out here chopping the tree down, and I actually ran past a piece of driftwood, and thought, oh, that's what I should have used. Certainly would have been better. I can save the save the planks for real stuff. Whoa, did you see that up there? That's it looked like a bee's nest. Look at that, I can make myself fly. Yeah, that looks like a bee's nest to me. This is my flying plank here. Whoa. Alrighty. Got my magical flying log. I'm gonna go ahead and not mess around with that because I have a feeling I'll fall and get hurt, and I think, I could be wrong, but I think that is one way to actually die. I'm pretty sure in my first experimenting with the game, I took a couple big drops and my wounds got all the way up and I died. So while I don't think that's possible from thirst and hunger, at least not in this version, I do believe you can actually die from the wound. So flying around on a log is not the safest of activities. So let's see, what I want to do is find, here we go, I want to find some driftwood, and we're going to go back and replace what I've done so far with the railing. We're going to replace that with driftwood if at all possible. I may not have enough. I just grabbed the one right there, and I know there's one over here near, yeah. I actually jumped over the driftwood and was making my way over when I realized, oh, I could be using that instead. This can actually just sit here. Is this another piece? Oh, see, this could be like the lower part, right? It could kind of go like that. Yeah, that's going to look a lot cooler. And okay, so I have 2 long pieces, 2 short pieces. That means I just need one more long piece of driftwood in order to make the railing. Oh, and look at that. This may not be long enough. What is this? Oh, this is actually a spear. Excellent. Let's take this. Because we're going to go fishing at one point. Definitely going to try out fishing. So I need to separate these. There we go. Sometimes it works first try. Other times, not so much. Let's put this back. Now, I can't seem to grab this driftwood for some reason. It's just, boy. Well, once again, that's what you get for playing alpha. It just kind of happens. I'll make sure. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's actually on like a front layer. I wonder if that's the problem with some of the other things where I'm not being able to select them. I wonder if I'm like bumping the scroll wheel or something and moving them off into another layer. I'm going to definitely have to keep that in mind as things stop working. And it may be too that when I move them into another layer, they actually stick. They attach to the background. And that's why things will get stuck in the air. I don't know for sure, but hey, it's a working theory, and this seems like that could be what's going on, right? Sounds legit. Okay, let's get up here. Keep getting stuck. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is we're going to break these pieces out of here. I think I'm just going to drop them over here for the time being, and we'll pick those up later. Something like this. I don't want to attach these to each other. Okay, something like that. So let's do this again. We're going to scroll back to the very back layer and use sticks instead. This is going to look much more natural and as such much more cooler, I think. Back to here, scroll to the back, do something like this. I'll even let it stick up a little bit. That's kind of cool. I've got one in my inventory, yes. Okay. Rotate this sucker. Oh yeah, these are shorter, so they're not going all the way over. It's unfortunate. Okay, we got this piece for here. Somewhere in here. I think that'll work. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Obviously we're gonna rotate this so it doesn't look exactly like the other one. Do it something like this. As a background though, right? There we go. Yeah, that's looking cool. So what we need is we just need a couple, boy, it's probably going to be 2 longer pieces to make that happen. And while there could be some in the cave, I think there's a better shot over to the right, although it does go to the ocean first. Okay, well I think what I'll do is I'm going to gather up all these planks down here, throw them up in my inventory, or not, I guess I don't have room. But I also want to, ooh, piece piece of driftwood. I didn't see that one. Let's do that. Set this one up while we're here. So as you can see, the hunt for driftwood went well. I've actually fully completed my railing here, and I definitely like it. It's definitely looking cool, so it's very nice. Next time around, we're going to look into making some items. I think we may try to make a fireplace. Maybe we'll try to make the bed. We'll see. And I also want to take these support beams and set them into background layers. And the reason for that would be so that I can actually walk around underneath the hut, and I can use that as storage for all these items I'm carrying around that I don't always need on me, but I don't want to lose them either. That way I can carry more wood and everything. So stay tuned for those next time in episode 5, I guess it will be. Thanks for watching, and definitely appreciate it. Give it a like if you like what's going on here, and yeah, we'll catch you guys next time.